Hello everybody, we are at Ignite 2019 with 24,000 of our closest friends, but next to me are Ken and Carrie of a company you've probably heard of. They're Veeam, they know backup, but gentlemen, what brings you to Ignite and what's happening in the world?
So I think, first of all, it's our customers, right? We're here, you look around, you see it's really busy here. It's getting that feedback and hearing from our customers, but of course we're here as a great Microsoft partner.
Yeah. Interesting. And so let's talk about that partnership. Obviously, Ignite is driven by Microsoft. This is their largest IT Pro conference of the year. I was going to say of the world, but it's probably of the year. And how do you guys integrate with Microsoft? Where's the connection point? And if somebody is a Microsoft customer, how do you guys get involved?
Yeah, so let me give you I'll give you the technical product side, and then
Sure.
I'll let Carrie give you sort of a bit more on the relationship and our business together. From a technical, so we're a data protection software vendor, cloud data management. Obviously, Microsoft, everything begins and ends with Microsoft with Azure. So we have capabilities in our product called Direct Restore, which allows our customers to migrate to Azure. We've Office 365. We have a backup product specifically made for Office 365, email, OneDrive, SharePoint backup we call VBO or Veeam Backup for Office 365. We're coming out with a new version of that, which allows us to land backups into Azure Blob. And then we're also making a new product announcement, something that will be available early next year, that we're calling Veeam Backup for Microsoft Azure, which is our first product that is a native product deployed in Azure for cloud native workloads.
Now, the one question we get frequently is, I'm using Office 365. Why do I need to back up my data? Isn't it already backed up by Microsoft?
Microsoft's SLA to their customers is to provide uptime for the service and some minimal amount of data protection. But there's compliance use cases, there's legal hold use cases that are not covered, by that. And really, if someone wants to recover a mailbox or a mail item or anything somewhere else, they have that flexibility to do that with our product. And so, oftentimes it's a great question because it's an education process for us. And, for any SaaS service, customers need to understand that they are the stewards of their data. It's just someone else is hosting and running that service for them. They still own the data.
Yeah. And I believe that Microsoft backs data up for roughly 45 days. And that is nothing, because if you look at any compliance, it goes back years or even decades, and you can't just go to them and say, hey guys, well, it was in our recycling bin, we're done. It's not going to fly. And so how's the business evolving? How's the customer relationships evolving for you guys? Obviously, 24,000 people here, big show. It's been a good show for you guys. What's going on in the Veeam world on the booth?
Yeah, so just to touch on it, we've been a Microsoft number one coastal partner with Microsoft for 3 years running. This year, we're already number one out of the gate, and that's how Microsoft looks at the business that's happening in the field. And as far as Ken talked about, right, 24,000 technical decision makers walking the show floor, and now we're coming out with all these native cloud solutions for Azure. So we were number one whenever we didn't have the native solutions for Azure, and so we just look at the relationship with Microsoft continuing to go up and to the right. And Microsoft's pleased to have us as one of their top platinum partners, and we're pleased to be here as well.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to be. Top partner list, good and bad with Microsoft. It's not a bad place to be in the world, if I'm honest. So let's talk about backup and recovery. What trends are you guys seeing? Obviously, ransomware was a trend last year. I can't imagine that has gone away because that was the quick buck for the guy who could get in your system. What are you guys seeing now?
Yeah, certainly ransomware is a good one. That trend has increased. I think, often you don't know because you only know what people report from ransomware. A lot of people get hit. They don't report it because they don't want people to know they're exposed. From everything that we know and from private customer conversations, that is increasing multifold, 2-3x more times. And they're going after soft targets. They're going after small little governments and places where they can make a big impact.
Yeah.
And really it's exposing really the soft underbelly of maybe some customer environments that are not investing in a strong data protection environment to recover from. So that's certainly there. But I would be remiss to be at the Microsoft conference, Azure, and not talk about sort of migration to the cloud and portability. Our customers are really looking for us to help them on their cloud journey, right? So they have a lot on-prem, they're moving to the cloud, they want to be able to move it. Sometimes they want to be able to move it back or maybe burst or DR to the cloud. And so it's all about that portability and flexibility.
Gotcha. And so let's talk about that, because right now Microsoft would love to tell you that, hey, everybody's all in on the cloud. It's all in. But as we saw today, yesterday, a big part of their pitch was hybrid 2.0. It cringy a little bit for me to say hybrid 2.0 because I didn't realize we were done with 1.0, but we are on hybrid 2.0 world according to Microsoft. How do you guys play into that hybrid world? Is that burst DR capability you're talking about?
Well, I can answer from a business standpoint, and then Ken can go technical. But when we look at all of our ecosystem of partners, whether it's HP, NetApp, and Cisco, and the work that's the infrastructure still being on-prem, that business for us continues to grow exponentially. And so that having that, as you talked about, that versatility to the cloud, and having that whether you want to do it, from a on-prem to the cloud, within the cloud, and the new solutions we just talked about, is just enhancing that broad ecosystem offering. And then the Veeam sellers working with the Microsoft sellers, and they're able to assist their customers on that journey in the same structured manner that they had on-prem to the cloud, is again fueling the growth that we have with our relationship with Microsoft.
Interesting. I know this is a little whatever because we're at the Veeam booth. I always love talking to backup and recovery people because you guys are probably one of the best understanding aspects of the trends in the industry, right? Because nobody's backing things up for fun. Nobody's recovering things for fun. It's because something happened. And you guys have very good optics, ransomware being one, into what that something happened was that is trending in the industry. And so it's always fascinating to talk to Veeam, talk to the backup and recovery guys, because you guys have, well, security people will love to tell you these are the biggest threats. It's the companies that have been attacked and that are now recovering from it that really know what's going on. So gentlemen, if people have more questions or want to reach out, what's the best way to find you?
Go to veeam.com. If people here at the show, obviously come join us at the booth. We have breakout sessions, we have theater sessions, social media. There's so many different ways they can interact with Veeam, and we're always here. We have 365,000 customers, a 75 NPS score. So, we're customer first. So please, reach out and contact us. We love talking to our customers and hearing from them.
Fantastic, and they're super easy to find. You just look for the tall green Veeam signs right off the center alley. For everybody else, thanks for tuning in. We'll include links back to Veeam down below. Hit that subscribe button and we'll catch all of you right back here next time.